For more than 50 years, the F-4 Phantom has a long and historical heritage. It has served in various roles throughout the years. The F-4 Phantom served on the front lines of more Western Air Forces than any other jet. In 1958, the F-4 was chosen by the Navy as a Fleet Defense Interceptor and began combat operations in 1961. The aircraft flew every traditional military mission: air superiority, close air support, interception, air defense, long-range strike, fleet defense, as well as attack and reconnaissance. The second engine was also considered an advantage because of the reliability and effectiveness it provided. After proving itself with the Navy, the U.S. Air Force received the F-4 in an effort to create a unified fighter between the Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Two sub-variants of the F-4 also set themselves apart: the RF-4 reconnaissance plane, optimized for speed, and the Wild Weasel, which specialized in attacking enemy surface-to-air missile installations. The capabilities of the aircraft contributed to its performance, which was unheard of when it made its debut. Shortly after it was introduced, it set 16 world records. A few of these records were a world speed record of 1,604 miles per hour and an absolute altitude record of 98,556 feet. 5 of the F-4's speed records weren't broken until 1975. Just 31 months after its first flight on May 27, 1958, the F-4 was the U.S. Navy's fastest, highest flying, and longest range fighter. It also holds the record for the largest production run of any supersonic fighter built. In its air-to-ground role, the F-4 could carry twice the normal load of a World War II B-17 bomber. But the milestones don't end there. It was also the first and only aircraft to be flown by the Navy Blue Angels and Air Force Thunderbirds demonstration teams at the same time. The F-4 saw combat in both the Vietnam War and Operation Desert Storm. During its time of service in the U.S. military, the F-4 overcame the challenges thrown at it. The Phantom was retired from combat operations in 1996. After its retirement, the aircraft found a secondary mission as a remote-piloted target aircraft known as the QF-4. This new role was used to test pilots and a variety of air-based missions. The aircraft flew its final mission on December 21, 2016 at Howerton Air Force Base, New Mexico, closing the book on a one-of-a-kind fighter that has earned its place in combat and aviation history.